So everyone, welcome back. You've probably watched season 2 of our series of unsolved crime, murders, mysteries, etc, etc. We've had a lot of fun recording the actual season. We have got a couple of special episodes, including this one, which is actually our walk around Whitechapel and the murders and where they took place. So we went to London, we visited the Jack the Ripper Museum.
Yeah.
We had a wonderful time. We got to look around, look at the death photos as well in the mortuary part. We will upload the video of that later on after this one. Yeah, he purchased a wonderful hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, ripperologist, lovely. Yeah, I got a t-shirt. I'm not one for wearing baggy hoodies. But anyway, yeah, so in this video, we basically go over the locations, well, the 5 locations of the women that were involved in the Ripper killings.
We basically do our own unofficial tour. So I think we went round, like, our first victim that we got to was like halfway through, but we done it as a loop.
We went from 3 to 4
to 5
to 5,
and then back to 2 to back to 1.
So basically we did a whole loop.
Yeah.
From the Jack the Ripper Museum onwards, because the closest victim I think was, what was the closest victim? Elizabeth Stride.
Yeah.
That would have been our closest victim.
Yeah.
So yeah, we managed to organise a video. We've done voiceovers of how they were killed, the times, the dates, etc. So that would be following straight after this. So yeah, basically, hope you enjoyed season 2. Season 3 is in the works. There will be some collaborating involved. There will be some new cases and some more really unsolved creepy ones. I think it's more of a, it's not so much of a famous-y style of cases, this one. There will be some in there, but they're going to be a bit more varied, a bit more out of the ordinary.
And we will be doing shout outs at the end of each of the videos in season 3.
Yes.
Along with, as you said, the collabs. It's just, as we're growing and progressing, like, we just want to thank the people that are helping us as well.
Oh, he's showing love. He's emotionless all the time. So yeah, basically this is the Jack the Ripper walk. It's a special episode that goes along with season 2, and yeah, I'll just read the intro and then away you go. And obviously this is how it looks today. This isn't how it looked back then, this is how it looks now. Obviously places have been redeveloped, changed over, etc. But we literally managed to find each location, so I was quite pleased with that one. So throughout the East End, the Ripper claimed 5 women. That was definite work of the Ripper, although 11 women were actually murdered in this whole Whitechapel murder section, which we will go into in another video for another special. But the 5 victims that stood out are these ones, and obviously they are the work of the Ripper himself. And it was mainly due to the the post-mortem organ removal, the cuts, the incisions, the way it was done. There was a lot of fancy knife work at play with these 5 compared to the rest of them.
Yeah.
So all of them were killed under the cover of darkness and in the early hours of the morning. Also, these murders occurred at the weekend, which means someone had a busy week doing their regular job.
Part-time killer. Awesome.
So yeah, if you're new, subscribe, drop a comment below, enjoy the walk.
The body of Mary Ann Nichols was discovered in the morning of August 31st, 1888. Her body was found on Bucks Row. Her skirt was raised up, her body was cold. Her throat had been deeply severed in the 2 locations, her lower abdomen partially ripped open, as well as several other incisions made with a small knife in the same location.
Annie Chapman was last seen talking to a gentleman outside 29 Hanbury Street at 5:30 a.m. Allegedly, a witness, Albert, who lived at 27 Hanbury Street, heard a woman shout no. 20 minutes later, her body found mutilated, her throat cut the same manner as Mary Ann Nichols. Annie's intestines was turned out and placed over her shoulder, her abdomen ripped apart. Autopsy revealed the killer removed her uterus and parts of her vagina.
The Ripper claimed 2 lonely souls this night. In the early hours of September the 30th, 1888, Elizabeth was found at 1 a.m. with just her throat slit. Many think the Ripper didn't do this kill, with no organ removal or cuts present. Was the Ripper interrupted? Later investigation revealed the position of the cut was evident that the Ripper was involved.
"45 minutes after Elizabeth Stride's body was found, Eddowes' body was discovered in Meter Square. Her throat slit, abdomen ripped apart, and her kidney removed, along with a major portion of her uterus. This night was also known as the double hit. The 10 Bells pub and the Christ Church would be the main locations for the women of the night. They would enter the 10 Bells pub and then walk around the church looking for customers.
The swan song of the Ripper took place in a single flat at 13 Miller's Court. Mary's body was mutilated beyond recognition, her stomach cavity empty, her breasts ripped off, her viscera was placed beneath her head, her face hacked apart piece by piece, her heart removed, but was never found.
To this day, the devil who preyed and hunted in Whitechapel was never found. His name was Jack the Ripper. Along with the agenda and devilish crimes, they will forever grace the pages of history.